Alright, folks, it's another one of them late night ones where we all gotta have a conversation. And we're talking about mansplaining. As a semi-cis, heteronormative, white, penis-having male, you have it deep-rooted in your ancestral DNA, the urge to talk down to people, usually of the opposite sex, about topics you have no business weighing in on. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, you want to know how to knit a sleeve on a sweater? Well, I'm the perfect expert, even though I have zero background on the subject and I honestly have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I feel the need to weigh in. And out of nowhere, in your brain, you just think, well, I must know how to knit a sweater. I must. So I need to weigh in and give her all of my insight, right? That's wrong. Don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that. This situation will pop up numerous times within your life. You're going to be trying to figure out how a VCR works. And that's no good. You have to train yourself to fight that DNA. You have to go out of your way at any given situation to just shut that shit down. When you become aware socially that you've become a mansplainer, just choke that down. We all carry around computers in our pockets now that answer 85% of our questions. Everyone can do everything in the world now. They don't need your help, right? No matter how obvious or subtle or common sense it is, you're like, no, I got to jump in here. And we as a people need to start unraveling that and turning it off, right? So that inevitably leads you into these situations where someone comes at you and you just don't know if you should weigh in or not, right? Because in the back of your mind, you're like, is this going to be one of those situations where they're genuinely concerned about my input, or are they just talking and I'm jumping the shark and getting all up in their shit, right? And this is a crazy thought. Why don't we try communicating, right? In those moments where you feel the need to explain the subtle differences between 10W30 and 10W40, or how a trash bag works, or how many layers of lasagna you think should be, communicate with the person you're talking to and say, hey, I have some insider knowledge in that. Would you like my opinion? And if they say no, fuck off. Just a thought. Just saying. Never in my mind has it ever occurred to me that you could just ask them if they wanted the input, right? Because you're fighting against a prime evil deep within yourself that has to be facilitated. I have to do it. And whenever you run into a person and you feel the need to talk down to them, instead of just busting out a commentary on how you dressed as an acorn one time so you have a deep-rooted knowledge and understanding of how the furry culture works, you're not going to do that. As society progresses and the world moves on, we as a culture need to fight against those urges, right? And that is going to require a certain level of training. And if we all collectively can join hands and try it, just try it, tell me how it goes.